PhD Manchild here with another essential Gunpla videos that I shouldn't be doing here because people think I'm a fucking nut or something. And do you know what really grinds my gears? The Gunpla community. Facebook in particular. You all know they shit me to fucking tears. Pretty much a group of people that want to validate each other and get attention, and they do it over a numerous of methods, as we know. Show us your backlog, show us this, show us that, who will win out of who in a fucking fictional fight. And here's another scumfuck method. They dredge up and find these photos that are not theirs of smashed or decimated collections of model kits or toys, and just say words like damn, or the horror, or almost got a heart attack, or spilt my coffee, or jizzed myself, or something ridiculous like that. Pretty much riding on the coattails of someone else's misfortunes, and definitely validated with 100 or so comments, followed by why would anyone do this to you, or I would kill him or rape him or hurt them or do some sort of unbearable amount of violence that I'm clearly not capable of because I'm a 12-year-old fucking dickhead, or just carrying on like a bunch of fucking unkosher pork chops. Now, a lot of us are hobbyists. We've got our workstations, we have collections. We spend a lot of time, money, effort, and have affection for the work that we produce. And it can be quite devastating if you're the individual that's gone through this. You'll definitely be condoned. People give you support. Definitely don't antagonize people that's gone through something like, model being damaged in transport in a competition, or a house burning down or something. If they carry on like a little bitch or something, tell them to harden up. You just gotta be an absolute heartless scumbag, attention-seeking fuck to just go around googling, finding a picture and going, oh, my feelings, I'm a social fucking justice warrior of peace and fucking love and anal stimulation of the community. Oh. So a little background, fun facts. More or less occasionally on a blog or somewhere online, and normally on the hashtag or online search of Gunpla or Gundam model horror, you'll have a picture of a collapsed shelf like this. It appears many times. Someone has let children or a disgruntled relative or mother in the room, and they've had to play and pull things apart, and they're just absolutely ADHD shithead kids that see toys and think that they can smash them around like a robust Barbie or something. My opinion is kits should be on a well-supported shelf. If it falls due to its own design, you're a dickhead. If the room is not lockable, or people just go in there to play, or it's out in the open and you do have regular relatives or kids or whatever that muck around, it's your fault, you're an idiot. If you are living at home with your mum and other relatives and your mum throws it out or something, you're a fucking lazy shit and need to do something with your life. If you're an asshole to your fucking girlfriend and she does something to sabotage your kits, you've probably done something to deserve it. So even though you're looking at this horror graphic gore porn of mangled plastic, I don't know why everyone just needs to just carry on as they do. It just makes these places just so cliche and shit. Robs the experience of going on social networks to see models and modelling discussions. Now, kids or adults who damage your kits, the reason why they're damaging it is they got no respect, because respect was not taught in collecting and modelling. The reason why they don't have respect is they haven't learnt the joys of building and sharing the hobby. And since you have robbed that experience, you have had what's coming to you. If you want to have some sort of attention or validation from a community, instead of posting this shit, memes, getting into bullshit debates or posting backlog pics. Contribute, build something, share something, put something out there to actually further and make the hobby more enjoyable in the name and in the actual process of the hobby, not just shenanigans. Another story that also comes up is a fella that's been living with his mum for a little too long, and to memory he was unemployed. He went out of the house for some reason, way too old to be at home. He came home to his mother throwing out his entire Gundam model collection. So he burnt the family house down and went to jail for this. This could be googled and found: man burns down house or home over Gunpla. Another bullshit controversy that comes into mind, but I don't remember dates or anything, 4 years ago, YouTube episode. A fella whose handle was Robert184 or some bullshit like that built a vintage kit. His reviews are very long-winded in multiple parts for maximum cashing-in of Google AdSense money or something. Decided to drop a Wing Zero old kit off a balcony at his Japanese home and watch it smash on the ground, repeating some words from the anime and just being amused of it flying up them flights of stairs. Famous sweetheart YouTuber Prime92, that everyone gets their panties wet over, slammed this and said something on the lines of, "You could have shared, given the kid away, blah blah blah, hungry kids in Africa, absolute bullshit." And boy, were vaginas extra salty in comment flame wars between very, very endowed fanboys between the two camps. This was quite enjoyable, but at the same time very tragic and sad that modelers are engaging in something as ridiculous as this. Bit of history of plastic modeling many generations ago in the 70s, 80s, when people were building old-fashioned Airfix kits, which are worth an absolute fortune. Nowadays would be snapped together, painted up, really cool, resembling something from World War II or whatever. And kids would either crash them, play with them in sand pits, shove firecrackers in them and explode them, imitating movies and special effects and all sorts of stuff. Good on honest fun. People didn't build model kits just to finish and look at. They would enjoy the process and sometimes destroy them, also for fun. So, on one hand, you've got these social justice warriors going around going, respect your kit, people don't have money, starving kids in Africa, salty vaginas, all this sort of thing, just crying their heart about respect the kit, don't break them, don't smash them. And when someone smashes or breaks a kit because they broke them or they're frustrated or thrown out, they get extra salty. On the other hand, when people are actually having their work slammed and disrespected and told that shit, go kill yourself, throw it out, your modelling is absolute garbage, regardless if they're having fun or not, or just criticising this shit out of the hobby and making modelling not fun for other people, they're absolutely silent and don't care. They have more feelings for plastic than their fellow human beings, the reason why their dicks will never get wet in the penetration of another woman, which is great because we do not need their genes in the human pool. Now, this concludes my rant, my complaint of bullshit that happens in modelling community that just tires the shit out of me, that does honestly drain some sort of fun and communication with other modelers. If you do want to get some shock, horror, or a disgust feeling about an action being performed against a model kit or toy, I highly recommend Googling Rainbow Dash in a Jar. There is a few stories, versions, experiments with photos and videos. You'll be very, very well informed and amused of what does occur and have a reason to complain or fight against people who harm little plastic toys. All in all, don't take things too seriously. It is toys, it is for kids, and keep playing on. PhD man-child, the doctor and expert on all things men and childish.